Samuel was the loudest boy in school. Every time he walked into the class, laughter followed him, not because he was funny, but because he loved to make fun of others. His favorite target was Grace, a quiet and intelligent girl who never answered back. Samuel mocked her clothes, her glasses, and even her silence. His friends cheered him on, clapping and shouting each time he embarrassed Grace in front of the whole class. But behind Samuel's laughter was something he could not understand. Each time Grace bowed her head and tried to hide her tears, his chest tightened strangely. He could not explain why he wanted to see her smile instead of cry. Still, to keep his image as the strongest and funniest boy in school, Samuel kept mocking her, not knowing his heart was slowly betraying his loud mouth. Grace never fought back. She was quiet, but she carried strength that no one could see. Her parents had taught her that wisdom was greater than noise and patience stronger than anger. While Samuel laughed at her, she kept her focus on her books, determined that one day, success would silence all the bullies around her. The teachers admired Grace's brilliance, and her classmates envied her intelligence. Even when tears filled her eyes at Samuel's cruel words, she lifted her chin with dignity. Deep inside, she wondered why Samuel hated her so much. She never knew that the boy who hurt her the most was secretly fighting feelings that confused him more than any math problem. One day after school, Samuel saw Grace sitting under the big mango tree, reading. She looked peaceful, the sunlight falling on her face, her eyes glowing with calmness. For the first time, Samuel saw her differently, not as a girl to mock, but as someone beautiful and special. His laughter dried up, and his heart beat faster. He walked away quickly, confused and restless. That night, he could not sleep. He kept thinking about Grace's quiet smile and how his jokes never made her angry. Something inside him whispered that he was falling in love with her, but he hated the thought. How could the loudest bully fall for the quietest girl in his class? Samuel's friends soon noticed that he stared at Grace more than usual. When they teased him about it, he laughed loudly and denied it, but his eyes betrayed him. Imagine Samuel, the king of mocking, falling for the girl he always insults. They shouted, laughing so hard the whole classroom turned to look. Their words made Samuel angry, but also ashamed. His friends saw love as weakness, and he feared they would no longer respect him if they knew the truth. Yet his heart could not stop chasing Grace. He felt caught between two worlds, the world of his friends and the world his heart wanted to enter. Amaka, the most popular girl in class, had always admired Samuel. She liked his boldness and believed he belonged with her. But when she saw Samuel's eyes following Grace, jealousy burned inside her. She mocked Grace more than ever, hoping Samuel would join in. But something strange happened. When Amaka laughed at Grace, Samuel's chest hurt. He wanted to defend Grace, but his pride chained him down. Amaka grew angrier, determined to destroy the quiet girl who had stolen the attention of the boy she wanted for herself. At last, Samuel gathered courage and tried to talk to Grace. He followed her after school and stammered, "Grace, I don't mean everything I say. I like you." Grace froze. She looked at him with hurt eyes, her voice trembling. "How can you say you like me, Samuel, when you've made me cry more times than I can count?" Her words pierced Samuel's heart like a sharp blade. For the first time, he felt the pain he had given her. Grace walked away, leaving him standing in silence. His friends saw him and laughed loudly, mocking him just as he had mocked Grace. "The bully has been rejected," they shouted. Shame swallowed Samuel, but deeper still was the ache of true regret. Samuel could not eat, could not sleep. Grace's words replayed in his head. "How can you say you like me when you've made me cry?" He realized that love was not about words but about actions. Slowly, he began to change. He stopped mocking her and even defended her when others tried to laugh. His classmates were shocked. They thought it was a joke, but Samuel stayed firm. Though Grace avoided him, he still tried to show kindness. He carried her books once, cleaned the blackboard for the teacher, and even apologized to other students he had mocked before. He was no longer the Samuel everyone used to know. Grace noticed the change, but found it hard to trust him. She feared he might be pretending to win her heart. Each time Samuel tried to greet her, she answered softly, but quickly walked away. She remembered all the times she had cried because of him, and forgiveness felt impossible. Yet a small voice inside her told her that maybe, just maybe, people could change. She saw him standing up to Amaka when she mocked her, and for the first time, Grace saw the courage in Samuel's heart. She began to wonder if love could truly grow from the ruins of pain. Amaka could not bear to see Samuel's change. She gathered friends and planned to embarrass Grace during the school talent show. On the big day, they tore her project papers and laughed loudly. But before Grace could cry, Samuel stood up in front of the whole school and shouted, "Enough! Leave her alone." The hall went silent. Everyone was shocked to see the former bully defending the very girl he once mocked. Samuel's words carried strength. "If anyone wants to laugh at Grace, they must laugh at me first." For the first time, Grace's tears were not of pain, but of surprise and hidden joy. After the show, Samuel walked to Grace and handed her new papers he had prepared secretly in case Amaka destroyed hers. Grace's heart softened. She saw the sincerity in his eyes and realized he was no longer the boy who hurt her. Slowly, a smile spread on her face, the smile Samuel had been waiting for. From that day, the school no longer saw Samuel as a bully, but as a boy who had learned the true meaning of love. Grace forgave him, and though it took time, their friendship blossomed into something deeper. The tale of the bully and the quiet girl became a lesson to all, that love can grow in the most unexpected places, even through pain, shame, and bullying. Thanks for watching. Join us by clicking the like button for more interesting videos.